Hello, welcome to another Ye Olde Battle Apps Moonstone game. Different one. I had a couple of random guests dropped in. Hello, Erika.
Hello.
Lauren, which is lovely. They just Lauren just texted me and I was at work and said, "I'm in Norwich. Do you want to meet up?" Yeah, come down and play a game. So they dropped in, which is lovely. So we're having hopefully a shortish game of Moonstone. We've just got 3 each. So I've got some humans I haven't used for ages. I've got Fancy Hat, Flintlock, and Eric. We've got some sneaky goblin pirates and some sneaky witches. To make this a bit of a quicker report, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an end of turn summary rather than filming anything else. So it'll be a very, very quick little report because Lauren and Erika can't stay too late and my kids will come home at some point. So I can't have too long a game. So hopefully a bit of fun though. Yeah, here's the Moonstones. You can see I've got one there. We've all kind of got one in our deployment there. There's one there, and then there's a load here. So it's going to be a fight for these ones here, I think. Yep, I'm going first, and we'll come back at the end of turn 1.
That's good.
Okay, here we are, end of round 1. You can see we've all pushed into the middle. So we've all picked up 1 Moonstone. So Eric's got 1, Swiggerty's got 1, and Tony's got 1. Yeah. And just to round up some of the other things that happened, Fancy Hat shot Krusty and did a couple of wounds.
3.
Should have only been 2 because it would have been -1.
Okay.
I called a 2,
yeah.
And you were -1, so it's 2 wounds. Flintlock shot Zoya, who was then healed because I forgot. Someone else. Everyone's kind of moved up, so Baron did rally and cry, so my humans are quite far up. Danica puppeteered Zoya, and Lauren called bluff, so she then puppeteered Krusty as well, so that's a bit risky. And then everything else has just been picking up Moonstones and moving, really. Last thing was Swiggerty had a one-off shot against Baron, but his gun exploded and suffered a couple of wounds. And here we are at the end of round 1. If we roll on camera, we'll see who's going next. So I've got a 1, you've got a 4, and a 5. So it's up to Erika. Who do you want to go first?
Lauren.
Let Lauren go first. Okay, right. Well, we'll come back at the end of round 2 with goblins going first. Okay, end of turn 2. So the first thing that happened was Krusty moved up and killed Zoya with a mixture of punching and punching. Because he, did a melee, then did a punch, and did a melee, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, and managed to get her. It wasn't as successful as you'd hope, because she did quite a few wins of a turn.
There were a couple more melees which just did nothing.
Yeah, and then and I went, I think, with Flintlock, and I tried to shoot someone and failed. And then Capitano went, and he moved Krusty back.
Yeah.
With run,
but
is it
then
called?
put himself in.
And then put him in his melee range,
Krusty.
which is a bit silly, because then Danica did puppeteer. Well, actually, then Eric went next and moved up and did my hero on Fancy Hat. Then Danica went and did puppeteer twice on Krusty, who attacked.
I did get extra energy, so that was my gamble.
Did get extra energy, yeah. got two hits on Al Capitano. He's now down to 2 health, is he?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Fancy Hat went in and finished off Krusty. Can't remember when this happened. Al Capitano also shot Danica.
Yeah.
Which was great. It's one of my best lines I've ever heard in Moonstone, which was he was back here, and Lauren was trying to decide where to shoot the humans who weren't quite in these positions. But basically, they were all sort of minuses. And then she went, "Oh no, sod it. I'm going to shoot Danica because she's a bitch." So she shot Danica and did a couple of wounds.
She made Krusty into a puppet.
She did, yeah. So she shot Danica and did a couple of wounds, I think, didn't you? Did you do a couple of wounds?
Yeah.
And then so end of turn. No one's actually picked up any Moonstones. We're all still on 1, and this is where we're sitting here. And we haven't rolled yet, so we'll roll again, shall we, to see who's going to go first. 2, 2, 5.
5 again.
So you can decide again, Erika.
I will start this time.
You start this time? Okay.
Yes.
Right. Let's come back at the end of round 3.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Okay, here we are, end of turn 3.
It's all gone horribly.
It's all gone horribly wrong for everyone except me. I'm trying to think what happened when now. You went first with Antonia.
Yes.
And tried to heal Danica.
Yeah.
And failed. And your arcane has been miserable this game. It really has. Yes. You went with...
I did some impressive...
You did some great plundering. You did some great plundering. Yeah. She stole Fancy Hat's armour and his sword and he was very naked and unhappy about it.
And he ran away.
And then, and then she shot him, so he bravely ran away and fled.
When danger reared its ugly head.
Yeah, and we've been singing the Monty Python song for the last half an hour. So then Fancy Hat went. He legged it, picked up a Moonstone and legged it. And then Danica went, tried to do a puppeteer again, and again failed because you are kind of invisible. And then you went with El Capitano.
Yeah, he did some cool stuff but then died.
Did some cool stuff and then died. But you did kill Danica.
I did kill Danica.
Yeah,
which
was
made that was the cool thing.
That was a cool thing because she's a bitch.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 activations. So I shot Flintlock at El Capitano. Oh, I should have kept my hand to show. I had a green 2, a green 3. I had 2 green 2s and a green 3. So I had the best green hand you could call. Lauren called bluff.
As you do.
As you do. And I shot Swiggity. Who luckily was wearing some Father Fancy armour.
Yeah.
So he's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. Which I forgot because then I shot Antonia she called bluff again. I shot Antonia. So basically, Swiggity's got 1 health left. Antonia's got 2. And my guys are basically on full health. And then Eric, who I activated next, just dug up the Moonstone.
Not completely full health. The Baron.
No, Baron suffered 2.
Baron has suffered 2, which is very impressive.
It is, yes, it's very, very impressive.
Yeah.
It's amazing, actually. So yeah, it should be quite a quick round 4, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. There may just be 3 humans left at the end. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun though. It's been a lot of laughing, which has been the main thing. Yeah. Okay, we'll roll on camera again because we don't have the other one, so why not? So I've got 3, 6, and a 6. Oh, so you've both got 6. So a tie. 1, 6. You got one that 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I will go first.
You go first. Okay, so which is going first again? We'll come back at the end of the game. Okay, end of round 4. As you can see, there's just 3 humans left. So what happened first? You went with Antonia first. And you were going to heal, but we kind of persuaded you to just not do that. And dug up the Moonstone and tried to run away. Swiggity just went, and charged Flintlock and got stabbed. Which didn't go so well.
He did do 1 damage.
He did. Did I? Yeah, I killed him in combat, didn't I? Yeah, you did do 1 damage. But so, like at that point, like you said, you weren't going to win the game, so may as well have some fun.
He's looking on the bright side. Yeah, I've managed to do 3 damage to you in the entire game.
Yeah, but you're the only one that has done damage to me in the game, so
I feel virtuous.
Yeah, and then what happened next? So then it was just me to go basically. So Fancy Hat picked up the Moonstone that was here for 1. Flintlock moved around and shot Antonio in the face, like from virtually point blank, as you can see where he is. And then Eric picked up the Moonstone in the middle. So I've ended up on 5, and everyone else is dead. I feel a bit bad that I've tabled you both, but we had a lot of fun.
Yes,
we had a lot of fun. It was really nice. Such a nice surprise to have you both come over and play a game of Moonstone. I'm so pleased. It really made my day.
It's made our day too.
Yeah.
Which was already awesome, but now it's just super awesome.
Super awesome.
Yeah, no, it was really, really nice. And it's been quite nice not to kind of set up the full filming. Because normally I put up I haven't put the lights up, as you can probably notice, lighting's not as good. And just made it a bit more informal. I've just done the summary at the end, which has been nice to keep it a bit more informal, make it a bit more fun. But yeah, thanks a lot for coming, both of you. It's been lovely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's been
you.
great. And yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.